Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be making some acid peroxide solution, which is a cheap and easy way to remove gold foils from PCB boards. I've got several small boards here that I want to get the foils off of. I've already depopulated everything from the boards and I've boiled them in tin solution, which is hydrochloric acid and water, just to remove the majority of the solder and stuff on the board so that won't be contaminating our gold, which is, it kind of discolors it, but you don't need to worry about it. Your gold is still there, just kind of loses its shine a little bit in that muriatic acid. So what we're doing is real simple. This is muriatic acid or hydrochloric acid. Same thing as far as I know. This is $10 at Walmart. And this is just regular peroxide. Couple dollars, I'm not sure, maybe $3, something like that. One thing about this, I'm making a new batch of AP to process these boards only for the reason of showing you guys how to do it. This AP that I've got here, I've been using for a couple months and it's still good to go. I could process hundreds of more boards through this. But like I said, for the sake of the video and just showing you guys what I'm doing, I'm gonna make some just for y'all. So here we go. The formula for this, and I'm not gonna say that this has to be exact, but theoretically it's supposed to be 2 to 1. So 2 acid to 1 peroxide. So we got about 1800 here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add 1 liter of muriatic acid, and we'll see if we can get 500 milliliters of peroxide in there. So we'll add 1, 2, 300 more, and 150 more of the peroxide. And I think that ought to do it. Okay, so there we go. We've added 2 to 1 ratio of muriatic acid and peroxide. And you can see already all those gold foils brighten back up again. And they're all gonna come floating off into the solution, and we'll be able to take our boards out and rinse any remaining foils off and have just our clean gold foils floating around in there. Now, what this is gonna do is the muriatic acid and peroxide together will go in underneath those gold foils and dissolve the copper. So on these PCB boards, every one of those gold foils is plated onto copper, which is on the PCB board. So what this solution is going to do is completely dissolve that copper and let these gold flakes float free from the copper. And after it begins dissolving the copper into solution, it'll start turning a dark green color like this one. This one's actually a little bit darker because I've ran several boards after boards after boards through there. And then to recover the copper out of it, I add in a chunk of steel. And when you add steel into that solution, the copper cements out onto the steel and you can pull it out of solution and it'll give it a little more strength again so you can run more boards through there. So that's one of the great things that I really like about the AP is it's cheap, it's easy, you're not wasting anything, and as long as you keep getting boards with gold foils, then you can keep getting them removed in this solution. I don't know if you guys can see, but the solution's already taking on kind of a green tinge. And what that is the solution is already working, getting in underneath those gold foils and dissolving the copper that it has access to. So this isn't an immediate thing. This is a couple days. That's what I love about this jar. I get all my boards in there, close it up, and three times a day I give it a shake, mix it up until I see all my gold foils floating free. So we're not gonna be able to shake this one, but I got a stir straw. So what we'll do is I'll cover this up. We'll leave it out here and we'll check on it later this afternoon. I'll check on it tomorrow, and I'll keep doing some updates until all the foils are off of those boards, and we'll go from there. Well, it's been about 30 minutes and I was just depopulating a few more boards that I was gonna add in here. And we've already got gold foils floating free in solution, working pretty quickly on that copper. As you can see, it's not clear anymore. It's turning pretty green. That's all the copper going into solution. It's pretty active. Could be because it's nice warm day. We don't have it in direct sunlight, but that would facilitate a little faster reaction as well. So what I'm gonna do is just add these other boards down in here and let this acid do its work until I see all my gold foils floating free from the boards. So here we are the next day, a little less than 24 hours. We got plenty of gold foils floating around on top. There's quite a few suspended in that solution. The original boards that I put in there, it looks like they are completely clean. These finger boards, the back boards from the TVs, sometimes they take a little while longer to get all those little gold foils off of there, but we're gonna go ahead and filter this out, and we're just gonna be pouring this through a regular coffee filter to catch all of our gold foils, and anything that makes it through that, any really fine gold flakes, we'll catch later on in a cotton ball filter. But for now, let's filter it out and see what we got. Spray off the rest of the boards. Make sure we don't have a bunch of gold foil stuck to them. And there it is. We've got all of our gold foils down here in the bottom of this filter. So here's our gold. Bunch of little gold foils from those boards. Here's the boards, nice and clean. And we still have our AP solution that we can use for any other boards we have. You can just keep using this stuff until it's fully saturated with copper. It'll turn really dark green, kind of black, like that solution I showed y'all earlier. I went ahead and threw those couple of boards back in there that still had some foils on them, and we'll just let that acid work on them and get those foils loose. There's gonna be some really fine gold flakes in here. I don't know if y'all can even see them, but what I do after I've ran several sets of boards is I just filter the whole solution through a tightly packed cotton ball filter, and it'll catch all those really small gold foils, and you can take them to Aqua Regia after that. And that's pretty much it for this. The next step would be just put this filter into Aqua Regia, dissolve the gold, and precipitate it back out as powder. That's not what I'm gonna do today. I just wanted to show you guys how the AP works. I hope y'all got a pretty good understanding of it, and I hope y'all go out there and find some gold. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed already, please take a second to hit that subscribe button, like and share the channel. Scrap Daddy Shenanigans. Y'all go out there and find some gold.